Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Here's Rubio. He's got 5. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Towns, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Now, here's Westbrook. 23 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Cantor with it. Now guarded by Pekovic. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 9. Durant with the steal. Westbrook drives it.
Yeah. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Now, here's Cantor following the shot by Kevin Durant. From 20 feet out. And it's Foye missing. Timberwolves trail by 10. Stolen by Westbrook. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Rubio. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Rubio's got 10 points in the game.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And stolen by Prince. Here's Towns. Off target with his 3. The Thunder leading by 8.
Well, I tell you what, guys, last season the Thunder were fantastic on the glass. I mean, they started out as a great rebounding team and got even better after their trades.
And here we go with Waiters running it up the court. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Gorgui Dieng's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. And Wiggins is subbed in for Shabazz Muhammad. Last season, the Oklahoma City Thunder led the entire NBA in rebounding. Greg, they did well on both ends. First in the league in offensive rebounds and second in defense.
And Kevin, the thing that sticks out for me, for OKC, everybody rebounds. The guards, the bigs, the wings. It really has a huge impact and allows you to have that many more possessions. So if this team is healthy, watch out.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Payne, he's checked in for Minnesota.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. After Oklahoma City gets the 3. Prince's shot is good.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
No one covering. Durant's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
And Westbrook pulls it down.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Payne kicks to Zhang. Can't hit. Durant with some nice D.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
He dishes it to Adams. For 3. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Thunder out in front. They're up by 11. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Kevin, it obviously seemed like you were in a terrific flow. What is working for you right now?
My teammates doing a great job of looking for me. I'm just trying to finish plays. Post up is working for us a little bit, so I think the second half they're going to come on me and double a little bit, so I got to kick off the shooter for good shots.
Kevin, thank you. Gentlemen, this guy always credits the guys around him.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He ended up with 28 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
The job that guys have done in the post has been terrific. If they get more of that production in the paint next half, it'll be very tough to beat. They're taking advantage of the late rotations, and they're going right inside and straight to the rim.
Kenny, let's get your insight on the Timberwolves.
Can this team please get fired up on defense? I mean, get angry, get upset. Guys are way too soft and giving up way too many good looks. At some point, you got to draw the line in the sand. You're like, okay, who's crossing this line? If you're coming over here, I'm taking a hard foul, and I'm going to resist you on defense.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Minnesota really had a rough year last season. A lot of people know that, obviously. A lot to do with their defense. They just, Greg, struggled in almost every defensive metric.
Yeah, and, you know, they struggled at times guarding the basketball, but ultimately I think the biggest issue for them was their inability to protect the rim. That's an area and a point of emphasis that has to improve for this young team. And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
The Thunder leading by 11. Roberson the pass to Ibaka. Dishes it to Westbrook. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Oh, nice double pump finish there, strictly for the fans.
Rubio misses.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Outside for Durant. Ibaka, wide open, he fires. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 6 assists in the game.
In last season, the Wolves had the hardest strength of schedule in the entire league. Might have worked out for them in the end, as come lottery time, those extra losses do tend to help.
90 seconds now into the second half. And Rubio kicks to Towns. Drops in the layup for 2. Towns has got 8.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing.
Out is called first of the game for the Thunder. Well, Greg, it would work out for Minnesota with all those losses. They got the lucky bounce, Clark, and the #1 pick in the draft.
And, you know, it's the first time in a long time that the worst team in the league actually got the top pick in the draft, allowed Minnesota to add another great young big to complement Rookie of the Year, Andrew Wiggins. The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Here's Wiggins. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Wiggins has got 7 points. It's Westbrook with the drive. A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
And the Thunder with some changes. Enes Kanter comes in for Adams. And it's Singler in for Kevin Durant. And then for Minnesota, Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Gorgui Dieng. And Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Ricky Rubio.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch. And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark. And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunked so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him.
Hey, for Zach LaVine, the dunk contest last season was his coming out party to the world. He put on a show that everybody in the NBA was buzzing about.
Now here's Westbrook, and he's got 41. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Timberwolves trail by 14. And for LaVine and his dunking, if you saw him in college or last season, you knew he was a very special player in the air.
Well, LaVine can be one of the great all-time dunkers with his height and ability to lift off. He gets airborne so effortlessly that there are few that can match his power and finesse once he's airborne.
Now here's Towns, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Singler. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Towns. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead. Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate.